Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really stuffed up. I have really bad allergies this time of year, and it's just one of those days where I'm gonna sound like really stuffy and nasally, and I apologize for that. But I did really want to show you guys this DIY terrarium greenhouse thing that I made. I've been wanting an Ikea greenhouse, but we just don't have the space here. We're moving in December, so hopefully I'll have the opportunity to get one over there, and I can make like a living wall in one of the Ikea cabinets. But for the time being, I did the super budget-friendly one back here, and I have some of my rare plants. I have a Hoya pot of gold in there. I have my variegated Monstera Addisonii. What else? I have an Ethereum magnificum. My Hoya serpens is in there. I have a Ripsalis. Some Scindapsus, lots of stuff, and I can't wait for it to like grow in and like fill up. It looks kind of bare and boring right now, but that's fine. It will grow. But yeah, I tried to film the process of building it, but my tripod broke and I was just having a really hard time getting proper angles and stuff, so I'll just walk you through it and I'll input clips as I have them of kind of what I did to create this. And I will say that I built this entire thing for under $15. I think it was a total of like $12, and that's with like taxes and everything included. So the first thing I did is I went to a thrift store, and in my mind I knew that I wanted to find some pieces of picture frames, like glass from picture frames of similar sizes, and I was going to take the glass out of the picture frames and use it for this. So that's what I did. I went and I found, and I just happened to really luck out because they have 4 of the exact same frames, so they're the exact same size, so I didn't have to like kind of fiddle to get it to go together well. It just lined up really well for me. The one thing that I did that doesn't line up is the base of it. So the actual terrarium is bigger than the base, but what I did is I used styrofoam on the bottom to kind of, so that the moisture would run into the actual tray, rather than out of the terrarium. But yeah, I do have a glass tray on the bottom. It's just that it's not of equal size, but because I was trying to do it like super budget friendly, I didn't want to like buy more stuff. I just wanted to get what I absolutely needed and then use what I had on hand, and I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it, and I think I could give, you know, the Ikea greenhouses a run for their money. Not really, but so yeah, I went into, what we have here is Valley Village, and I went in, I lucked out, I found 4 of the exact same ones, brought them home. Unfortunately, I was waiting for that. They're so loud. Anyway, I really lucked out, and I got all the pieces, like all the frames, for like $3. So it came to like a total of $12. I got it home and I started taking all the glass pieces out, and then I got distracted by something. I think I realized that it was time to spray down my gecko enclosures or feed them or something. I was doing something with the geckos in the middle of doing this, and I ended up stepping on one of the glass pieces and smashing it. I put a heel-sized dent in it, and it just kind of shattered all the way out. So the back piece actually is not the same as the side pieces because I broke it. So what I did is I ended up just using a piece of styrofoam, and I cut it out to fit into the back. Originally I had just wanted like pure glass. I didn't want a border around it. I wanted something like a bit more sleek looking, but it ended up being a lot smaller than I had anticipated when I used just the glass pieces. So I took it apart again and then put them back into the frames, and I ended up using the actual picture frames, and so far it's worked out well. A couple of things that I did learn is I originally tried to attach the moss as well as these glass pieces with, again, I was just trying to use what I had on hand. And one of the things that I had was, what was it? It's like glue that you use for the back of puzzles to like stick them together. It was like a craft glue. I thought it would have worked because it does like, you know, dry. It creates like a layer over the top of the puzzle and kind of holds it together. So that's what I was hoping would work to seal the glass to the frames. Didn't work. That's fine. What I ended up doing is using hot glue to seal the glass to the frames, and then I used screws and screwed all the frames together like this, and then it's just literally just sitting loose on top of the tray that I used, which was the bottom of a terrarium for a gecko. But the terrarium came with smashed pieces. The only piece that wasn't smashed was the bottom, so I just repurposed the bottom piece. And then another glass piece that wasn't smashed I have on top here to kind of hold the humidity in, and then I just used my, I have a battery operated spray gun thing to mist it down and I keep it damp. It's actually pretty dry right now. It was a really hot day, so everything's really dry, and I haven't gotten around to watering yet, so it does need to be re-moistened again. Everything does need water. So far, everything has survived. There's a little bit of die-off at first. If you can see the little yellow leaf, that's one of the main jewel leaves I had put in there that died off. And then there's a little bit of yellowing happening on my Addisonii, but there's also a new leaf that came out. So I'm hoping that it's going to be fine. I'm worried that I had put it in a little too soon after using the adhesive spray because it had fumes in it, and I think that it might have affected some of the more delicate plants. So if you do go to do it, just make sure if you use anything with fumes, you don't want to put plants in right away. I let it air out for a couple days, but even then, as I was putting plants in, I kind of got like a whiff of it, and I realized, oh no, it's still quite, you know, prominent. But I think everything's gonna be okay now. And then I just have it sitting over here on top of my cat litter bin. I wanted something for this corner to kind of make it look like less ugly, because there's literally a cat bin right here, like litter bin. So I just have it sitting on top of the litter bin, and then I hooked up some grow lights because there's no natural light coming in here. There's no windows or anything. It's just at the end of the hallway. So I hooked up the grow lights to the top of it, and then it illuminates it really, really nicely. Like I think it looks really good. So I'll insert some clips of how the finished product looks.